We, Jeremy,
are tired. Very tired.
Not only are we live right now, but we are.
I'm kind of a walking zombie right now, to
exhausted.
be honest with you.
My back is burning.
I am a walking zombie.
My back is on fire. Jeremy's butt's on fire. I'm using.
Whoa, wait, hold on. Hey, that is not pure accident. Hold a second. I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Oh, they saw it. You did a
hoodie. What are you talking about?
You gave yourself a hoodie rash. Happy Sunday fun day, everyone. Welcome to our weekly live stream where we get to hang out with you live in the live chat every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jeremy usually has his guitar, but guess what? New location.
And for all the moderators out there, you did such a great job on a daily basis here with us. We're going to ask you to do something. We know that there are people that know things that other people want to know. And you know what I'm talking about. Delete all their comments. If they say it more than once or twice, as far as who is Mailer and Rabley, sucks dry gravy, or trying to give hints like, oh, it's this person, or it's this, it's that, it's this or that. Or if they have anything to say about the huge news, we've done everything we can ready to block all of that from being shared until we're ready to release it. If they do something more than once, block them. We're giving you full authority because we are waiting to share with the world.
Yes, if you were there, just say how great of a time you had. You don't have to share details.
Oh, I was there.
Just because we have not released the video yet, so please be respectful.
Rumor is I got kissed by not one, but two Egyptians.
Woo!
That's what the rumor is going around.
James Francis just upgraded his membership, He's now part of What the Hale's family. Welcome. I did remember to pack
your fist. Okay.
For the new location.
Adventure Mike.
Because we are family.
Man, I'm telling you.
Still at the Days Inn.
There was a group that is probably still carrying on the party at the Days Inn from the day before, the day of, the day after.
They had a pre-party, an after party,
listen,
an after party.
What the heck? I'm losing my voice. I was screaming for 7.5 hours, if not 8.
Wendy, thank you so much.
We had such an incredible time. But, man, these guys went above and beyond. The entire town of Chiefland was packed solid. There were no other rooms anywhere to be found. There were people in Chiefland. There were people in Crystal River. There were people in Gainesville. There were people in Cedar Key. There was a party everywhere. Bubba was standing room only. The entire event was standing room only. It was insane.
Was it odd? Oddly insane?
Oddly insane. Because there were a lot of random people in Otter Creek.
Jamie says the countdown is down to 3 of them now at Days Inn.
Oh, it's just down to 3.
Down to 3, she says.
Well, they had the entire place booked out solid, and they had the party going on. Wow.
Lady Tammy sent $5, has just landed in Seattle waiting for the bag. She had to check in because of the barbecue sauce.
Because of the barbecue sauce. Okay. We will give that teaser. Everybody in the swag bag got a full bottle of barbecue sauce.
Karen, thank you so much for the $10
tractor grease. One of the favorites. So anybody who went on the plane kind of had to figure it out a little bit. How are they going to get all their barbecue sauce? But everybody did get their own personalized bottle of barbecue sauce, which there were a lot of other things as well. It was incredible.
Hale, please email us. We don't have your contact information, Rose. I don't have it readily available. It'd probably be easier for you to just message us. She says, please contact me about Camp Patmos.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and message us.
It'd be message so much easier.
Which we have a huge announcement. Boy, we didn't see
another announcement.
That will be in tomorrow's video as well. And those who are at Half Meal to Grill, man, you know the miracle that happened there for Camp Patmos. And let's just say I had to buy a new hoodie.
Yeah.
Let's just say I had to buy a new hoodie.
So
I
now
think
he's wearing a fresh hoodie.
I've got a brand new hoodie back there.
Not tatted, no rips.
I've got a brand new hoodie back there.
No stains.
And I would sell that one for $20K.
Because there's no stains?
There's no stains or rips or anything yet. So it's still good. It's still good.
Adventure Mike just gifted 20 What the Hale's memberships.
Holy cow.
20.
Here, I've got to. We are going to talk about Otter Creek.
Thank you, Adventure
We're
Mike.
going to talk about Town Hall and everything going on there. But, man, this has just been an incredible week we went from town hall and all the
Mhm.
corruption,
Mhm.
and then we went to one of the greatest moments in our personal YouTube history, which
Mhm.
is obviously your personal YouTube history as well, because What the Hales doesn't exist without you, the fans and the viewerships. And so it was just incredible. I mean, can you imagine all of the sudden you've been saying the names such as, Christine Roman Noodles for who knows how
Which isn't even
long.
her real last name. We
And
made it
then
up.
all of a sudden you get to see the
Loved by
name
Lucy. Thank you
with
so
the
much for
face.
the $2.
You say Adventure Mike and you see the name with the
With the
face.
face,
And
yeah.
you say, I mean, we could go Jen Hale and you see the name with the face.
Debbie Farmer.
Debbie Farmer.
Oh my God, the
are
list goes
farmers.
on. Kathleen Didion.
We saw downtown Melissa Brown.
Max Labs.
Yeah, downtown
Jamie
Melissa
Bartholomew.
Brown. Downtown Melissa Brown wins for the funniest comment with me giving autographs. And so Melissa Brown, contact me later.
Paula Frank just became a member. Welcome, Paula. Flippin' Adventures.
Oh my goodness. Did you have any idea how beautiful that woman is?
No.
And I mean that very
have
respectfully.
No idea. Flippin'
Very
Adventures
respectfully.
is absolutely beautiful.
I saw her hair and I
Inside
was like, George is gonna have that hair. George is gonna, because
That
when I
silver
met
fox
George,
look.
George used to ombre her hair, and I'm like, she's trying to hide her grays. I'm like, that's pretty sexy. You might want to just stop doing that, do the natural thing. I was like, that's gonna be
thank you
her
so
in
much,
10
Sue.
years. And I was like, I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
I am embracing it.
Deanna, absolutely incredible.
Deanna.
Deanna. There was D-Nice. I mean,
D-Nice.
Denise. Boy, you're going to see D-Nice. I mean, Denise in the clip tomorrow. Listen, tomorrow's video is incredible. And there's a lot of things going on in Otter Creek, and we have a lot of footage, but we're showing you tomorrow the half meal time to grill. We're not joking. There were no rooms in Chiefland. There were people everywhere.
Teresa Anderson,
it was standing room only. That was incredible. There was $500 cash given away. There was $2,000 brand new watch given away. There were gift cards galore given away.
Yeah.
I wish I knew if there was any money on those gift cards. Nobody's reached out to us yet.
Let us know if you won one of the unchecked gift card envelopes. Message us at whatthehales at Yahoo and let us know if you did have a balance, what the balance was.
We would love to know. We'd love to know. And we hope you scored huge.
If you won cash, like
there was a lot of
stacks of cash.
There were a ton of cash.
Share with us how you spent the money.
Yeah.
Or let us know if you're saving it.
The person who won the $500, I was like, hey, what'd you do with your money? You still got it? He's like, I spent it all. I was like, on what? He's like, all these lovely ladies. So he had a stack of cash for sure.
Jackie G just became a super fan. Welcome, Jackie. Dreamer JS. She's another one we got to meet in person.
Got to meet her Aunt Patty. We got to meet Aunt Patty. We got to meet
AGD.
Jackie.
She's got beautiful hair.
Oh my goodness, she has beautiful hair too.
When she rolled up, I was like, whoa, your hair's so pretty.
George and I can say this, and we don't have a
Dreamer
problem
JS,
with jealousy. So there's no jealousy among us. So if you say she has beautiful hair, I can agree with you. You're fine. She has beautiful hair. There were a ton of beautiful people there.
Harriet Williams.
We met Harriet. Yes. Oh my goodness. The list goes on and on.
She's going to have her dollar framed.
Oh, very, very. she won. She won. Very cool.
By the way, if you guys received, no, I won't say anything.
Or
should I?
Whisper it to me. Yeah, we'll just wait till tomorrow's video.
I don't want a spoiler alert, so I won't say anything.
Tomorrow's video.
So Crafty Jen says, who would you say was the most surprising person to meet of all the fans? Love you both.
Marilyn Raby, who sucks fried gravy. Hands down. Hands down.
No
and
questions about
will find out who it was in tomorrow's video, 5:30 p.m. But I mean, that was huge news. That was huge news. Yes. But there's just so many big things happening, like big things. Like there was a gigantic announcement. Marilyn Raby, who sucks dry gravy, was revealed. There's a missing hoodie and a new one in its place. Like tomorrow's video is not a video to miss. But I will tell you, once you watch it, you're going to sit there and you're going to go, Jeremy, George, please do a 1 mil. Please do a 1 mil. I can't say this emphatically enough.
You know what that means?
What?
They're going to get us to a mill by next month.
Let's hope. We'll have another party here at the schoolhouse. We had
John, welcome. Just became a member.
Such a good time. Like, I can't even begin to verbalize how much of a good time it was. I shared this at the actual event. Adventure Mike said once at Bubba Q's the night before. So there were some people that found us over at Bubba Q's, and
Betty,
then
thank you so much for the $5.
we were working that evening at the event center, planning and prepping, and we had a lot of surprises for people. And so we had to do that with the crew only. So only the YouTube family had to be there because we didn't want to spoil anything for anybody, and we had to prep certain things. And honestly, there were some things that were planned that had to get pulled, but nobody knew that because we didn't say, hey, this is going to happen. And there was weather, but even with the weather and having to pull some things, we get to save those for one meal. And we still had an absolutely incredible time. But it was Adventure Mike. We were at Bubba Q's. A whole bunch of people came over to Bubba Q's. It was literally standing room only. Adventure Mike said, listen, you're all my family. You're all my family.
Oh, my goodness. Adventure Mike. You guys see how generous he is during the lives? He was even more generous in person.
And blows your mind. Just blows your mind. And he's right. It's family.
Yes.
And we've said that.
Mary Dale, thank you.
We've said that for so long that we feel like you're actually our YouTube family, like your extended family. And even with Aunt Camelia George here, which blew some of the biggest news in the world on the live stream. Let me tell you a big announcement.
I know a big announcement.
Big announcement. George is my nephew. She is a man. Not
she didn't
true.
Say any of that. She just
How
said
did she
George
say it? She was so funny.
The big news is George is my nephew.
So funny. Which, by the way, George is 100%.
I'm a lady.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. She's 100% sarcastic. We'll go that far.
Trina wants us to know, was everyone on their best behavior?
Absolutely not. And it was awesome.
What
fun would that have been? What fun would that have been? It was so much fun.
Thank you so much for the $5.
And there's so many people that we got to meet. And for us to go through the whole list, like we're in zombie mode right now, like literally just exhausted, socially exhausted, mentally exhausted, physically exhausted. And it's just one of those things that you literally had to be there.
Yes.
To understand the impact of it and the fun of it, but you're gonna get a glimpse of it in tomorrow's video.
Deborah Roth just gifted 10 What the Hale.
Holy cow.
Thanks, Deborah. It's for whatever reason, it's not telling me who's gifted tonight.
Well, surprise.
But it is.
If you got it, you got it.
It's at random. If you're
you
gifted
got
a membership, YouTube does it at random. We don't have any control over that. The difference with the memberships is that you'll have it for 30 days. You'll have a What the Hale's loyalty badge under your name. Your name will become blue, maybe, or green. Your name becomes green. And then you have access to special emojis that we created just for the channel. So welcome.
Okay, I got to ask you, without sharing any of the big announcement things.
Jackie, thank you so much for the $2
and the big reveal
sticker.
Moments for the fans that's going to happen in tomorrow's video. What was your favorite? Give me your top 3 favorite moments of Half Meal Time to Grill.
All right, let me do some shout outs real quick and then I'll tell you. Rhonda G just became a What the Hale's family. Welcome, Rhonda. Nancy Kraken just became a super fan. Welcome, Nancy.
And we are going to get to Otter Creek update. We are. We just have a huge week of everything that's been going on.
Yeah, Adventure Mike just sent $20. Says you are all our family. We're the What the Hale's family. We are a family that can't be broken. Appreciate it, Adventure Mike.
Together.
Mary Didia just gifted 10 What the Hale's memberships.
Cow.
What a bunch of generous folks.
Very, very.
I think this all started with the Restore the Love. This is their way to pay it forward.
I love it. I love it. And it's one of the things that we shared with the ARC people, with Lisa and Sharon and their whole team, that the What the Hale's community is one of the most giving communities. I have people that was giving me cash for the ARC. And we have it set aside in the office to give to Lisa. And it's just, it blows my mind.
We miss you.
Blows my mind. Yes, Jessica was there.
Jessica was there. The
So
ride that she
awesome.
rolled up in was wild.
Yeah.
She did tell me that they have a decorated Jeep, but I had no idea it was going to be that cool.
So cool.
John
so cool.
and just became a super fan. Welcome, John.
And all the gifts that you guys gave, we never in a million years expected it.
Oh my goodness. I had to make 2 trips to bring
we
home
have everything
all
back
the
here.
gifts that you
everything
guys
back.
brought with you to
Just
half a mil.
blew my mind. I thought the whole goal was they were coming there and we were giving them gifts.
Right. Not the other way around.
They came and gave us gifts.
Yes,
and
yes.
Wow. I don't think I've ever signed my name or taken so many pictures in all my life. I literally have carpal
Terry,
tunnel.
thank you so much.
I have
for the
carpal tunnel. But
do you?
Yeah.
A lot of people were asking me, aren't you exhausted from saying hello to everyone and signing your name? I said, no. I would much rather.
She loves that.
I would much rather mingle with people versus loading and unloading a jam-packed storage unit.
That's hard work. That is hard work. That is hard work.
Yesterday was just fun getting to know you guys, getting to
so much fun.
The face with the name. And a lot of you recognized me right away at the gate when you were checking in. Some of you had no idea that it was me. Some of you recognized my laugh and you're like, oh my God, is that you, George? Because I was wearing like a brimmed hat and I had an umbrella because it did sprinkle a little bit. It rained maybe for 2 minutes tops, but the weather stayed pretty clear for the most part.
Did you know somebody asked me to sign their nipple? They asked me to autograph their nipple.
I did know that only because he made a beeline straight for me to ask me to sign the other nipple.
That's because he said, can I ask George to sign my nipple? I was like, you don't ask me, ask her. It's like, you got to ask her.
Matt Bond, thank you so much.
There were some pretty funny responses in regards to signatures. But again, Melissa Brown, hands down, she wins.
Ken Buckley just became a super fan. Welcome, Ken. Bugs Adventures, thank you so much for the $5. Well, one person, actually 2 people, I had funny requests when they got my signature. The one was like, oh my gosh, I love your laugh. Can you autograph your name and put like a laughing emoji? And I said, sure, I've never been asked that, but I can try. And then his brother or friend or whoever he was, he goes, can you sign your autograph and do a poop emoji? So I drew a poop emoji for the first time in my life.
I do love crop dusting people, so that kind of makes sense.
So that's up on my list.
Somebody said days in, it will take a week to recover. They probably will. I'm telling you, man, there were parties everywhere. These what the Hales people, man, they knew how to have a good time. Yeah. There were celebrations everywhere, and nobody wanted it to end. Nobody wanted it to end. I'm going to share this with you. The sheriff that we hired, okay? Listen to this. The sheriff that we hired.
He kicked me out first.
Paying out of my own pocket, said, listen, this thing has to be shut down. We can't get the people out of here. You have to get them out of here. Yeah. Get them out of here. Mm-hmm. The sheriff we hired said,
we got kicked out of our own
party. Got kicked out of our own party.
How the Hales does that happen?
The sheriff kicked us out of our own party. I'm pretty sure the mayor of Otter Creek had something to do with that. But that's how crazy and fun it was, and nobody wanted it to end. Yeah. Nobody. Right. It was just so much fun. Match Labs and Lori J are still in town. I just saw.
Debbie Vaughn just gifted 1 membership.
I wanted to see Debbie Vaughn more than anything. Maybe the next one for 1 mil. Yes. Selma, right there. Bam!
Sickles, man. Thank you for the $10. Earl and I loved meeting the whole family.
All right, your favorite moments. Top 3 favorite moments from the event. And it was incredible.
So it's hard to pinpoint favorites, and I tell Jeremy all the time I don't have favorites.
And I want everybody who was there, which there were so many people there. If you have a favorite moment, without giving away the huge announcement. Yes. And without giving away who Marilyn Raby, who Sucks Drive Gary is, don't steal that joy from the other people, because they will get and they deserve to receive some of that joy in tomorrow's video.
So in other words, anything that was not shown during the live that we did yesterday. Wendy
basically.
Nattinger just gifted 1 What the Hales membership. Thank you, Wendy.
Debbie Vaughn says.
Debbie Vaughn said, "So sorry, I had to miss it."
Well, it's
Jimmy
probably
and
best
George.
because she is up to
Debbie
a lot
Vaughn.
of no good a lot of the
Security would have
times.
arrested her.
Security would have never even let Debbie Vaughn in.
No.
That's probably honestly what happened. They probably stopped her because the very first thing you were greeted with was a sheriff and then George.
Marilyn Raby just sent $10 and said, "So sorry I couldn't make it to the party yesterday. I got a flat tire on the way to the airport. I wish I
must have been the trailer.
Could have been there." Can you specify which tire, Marilyn? Was it the tire to the trailer or the tire to your vehicle?
Or was it the tire to my vehicle and my trailer? Because at some point, I had a black 20-foot trailer there, and somebody was backing up a truck to my trailer, ready to steal it.
Yeah. Security had to
Security had to put a stop to that. We had security. You know what? We just had so much fun. And with Marilyn, Raby Sucks Dry Gravy there blew my mind. And I promise you is going to blow everybody else's tomorrow. 5:30, your top 3 moments.
All right. Let's see. Definitely what you guys saw when we went live sharing the Q&A. The questions and the answers that were given. I mean, that was I was there for the entire, what was it, almost an hour and a half, and I just was smiling from ear to ear. And I watched a few minutes today, and watching it the second time after it aired was even funnier. Like, I was cracking up and just smiling again. I want to watch the whole thing, and I will this week, because some of the answers, sometimes you pick up on things that you didn't initially hear, and then you watch it again and you pick up on things that you didn't hear.
So funny. We had so much fun. Jackie just sent a super chat. By the way, you will see Jackie in tomorrow's video.
Jackie's the one with the beautiful hair. Sent $5. That's my
goodness,
favorite
Her
moment
hair
was Guapo giving
Deanna's
me
hair,
a big
Flippin' Adventures,
unsolicited hug. Not sure what that means, Jackie, but thanks
we know
for the
Guapo.
$5.
We know Guapo. We know what that means. We know.
Let's see. So, funny moment was when my aunt made the big announcement that I'm her nephew, but totally joking.
And everybody was dying.
People just automatically assume, oh my God, she has a guy's name, not understanding that George could be a unisex name. And a lot of people already assume that I'm a dude.
Well, and a lot of people don't understand that for every one positive comment we get on YouTube, there's like 10 negative ones. And what will happen all the time, because I'm a little animated, but and part of that is entertainment, and part of it is just I'm excited about things. And they'll go, "Oh, Jeremy is gay. He's obviously gay because George is a dude." And
Juliet, thank you so much.
I think
for the
George can make a comment on that I am as polar opposite as you could get from that. I love the ladies.
Well, haters are gonna hate. So.
That's true. And taters are gonna tate, and maters are gonna mate.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
Let's see. So that was number 1, right?
That was hilarious. That was hilarious when Aunt Camelia and George did that.
Number two was finally getting to meet everyone at the check-in gate. I mean, I was up there for 2 hours. Majority of you got there within the 2 hours between 10 and noon, because at noon I started to get hangry and had to find a replacement. So if you came in after 12 and I didn't check you in, and maybe you caught me later, maybe you didn't.
We actually opened the gates an hour early because the participants were backed up all the way down the road and all the way down the highway. So we had to open the gates up an hour early.
Well, the sheriffs had to redirect traffic
and to the church
because
they were pulling them off because we were blocking you guys were blocking the entire highway.
Yeah. Kathy C sent $5. Says, wild. Jeremy, I loved your sharing of Jesus with everyone. John 3:16. It
was incredible. Yeah, always an opportunity to share my true love.
Let's see. Lentana Girl says, love you guys. Thank you for the $5. Tammy S just became a super fan. MT Curie, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. And then Dreamer JS, $5 says, I knew you from the back.
Did you see her? You saw her headgear, right? She came with Egyptian headgear, the pharaoh.
I knew she was coming funny. With that.
But we know she has a huge sense of humor, which is one of the things we love about the What the Hales community. I mean, you guys are so ridiculously funny, which made this weekend so ridiculously fun.
Yeah, someone framed
it was
me.
Incredible.
Someone definitely framed me with all the socks, especially the socks.
There were socks thrown everywhere. I had to go back and clean up the event facility today.
Ricky, thank you so much.
We were finding Georgia's socks in the men's bathroom. Like, genius.
Which
First
made
of all,
funny
I want to
my
say
aunt said that
genius.
I'm her nephew.
Genius, because I wish I would have thought of
by
it.
Lucy, thank you so much. We loved meeting you as well. Lady Tammy, I don't remember meeting her. She must have came in after I left.
So
because I don't remember checking her.
George and I were just talking. We were like, oh, we wanted something for Tammy, and she's like, George was responsible for a certain part of the event.
Yes.
And she's like, I never saw Tammy. She didn't even come. And I was like, absolutely, she came.
Do you remember seeing her there? Because I
100. Oh my goodness, yes, 100%. I saw her everywhere.
Okay.
Tammy was everywhere.
She must have came in after.
She's a social butterfly. She was absolutely everywhere. And I told George, I was like, George just didn't catch that. Was one that got by George. So there was something that got missed, but that's okay. There were a lot of things we had to adjust because of weather, but the weather did not phase anybody.
Jennifer just became a super fan. Welcome, Jennifer.
Everybody just had so much fun.
And there was a couple things that I missed just because, you know, you get overwhelmed with all the love and the support, and I barely got to eat.
I didn't eat. You know what? I'm going to tell you and everybody a secret right now. I haven't even shared this with you yet. Okay. My stomach was in knots. Like there was just so many people.
Philip White,
and
thank you so much.
You're getting, so here, I'm going to tell everybody something.
All right.
Patience and Christian were supposed to be filming the entire time.
Yeah.
When we opened those gates at 10 o'clock because traffic was blocked up into the highway, immediately fans took Christian and Patience. They couldn't get to me. And I had fans surrounding me, and I didn't have a drink. I couldn't eat. And
you couldn't pick your nose.
I had to run with a camera to get certain things for the video that had to be videoed. There were certain reveal moments that are very exciting and had to be part of the video. And that evening, after the sheriff, my stomach was all in knots. And you know, I show a good game. Like, I'm very confident on the microphone, and I can entertain and I can hold a crowd and all of that. But inside, I'm like, and at the very end, the sheriff said, you got to get these people out here. And we got them out of there. And at the very end, you know how you like to crop dust me?
No.
Well, we were outside and I was like, I can finally let this one loose. A nugget came loose too.
Oh my goodness.
And I had to run. I had to run.
Sickle just gifted 5
it was bad.
What the Hales membership.
Listen,
TMI, Jeremy.
I have not poop emojied. I have not poop emojied in how many months? I'm getting old. It's harder to hold back. Okay.
I still need to sign your shirt. I'm gonna definitely draw the poop emoji.
So then I had to run to the bathroom, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe it!" But it makes sense because of the event and everything going on. And then we came back to the schoolhouse, and I ran to the bathroom, and Christine Roman Noodles' husband was in the stall, and you know our stalls don't shut. And I was like, "Hey, I'll shut this stall for you."
Thank you. So
and
much
I went over to my stall
to you and your family.
And my stomach was all in knots, and I swear Otter Creek will never be the same after what I did in there. Like, you know what? There's people I'm just saying.
Beverly Ray, thank you so much.
That's what happened afterwards. That was my after party.
Look at all these poop emojis popping up.
I'm real. I'm honest. George says I'm too honest. And I hadn't told her yet. I haven't told her that yet, but I'm telling you, it happened. And it was an crazy, amazing event, but it took its toll on my body.
The stats got to meet her yesterday. Says, I enjoyed the stories of how each person met you.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun.
Someone said, LOL, the otter dust.
The otter dust. The otter dust. Yeah, it was. Well, the otter dust became the otter crust. It's just, I mean, I'm going to be 46 this month. I mean, I think I was holding up pretty well.
Praying for you.
You remember when we wore diapers when we went skydiving?
Oh, I remember.
1 mil time to grill, wearing diapers.
I remember.
Yeah, I had an accident.
You weren't wearing those briefs then yesterday, were you?
No, I should have been though. I should have been.
BC Eagle Deb, $5 said, sorry, I missed it. Hopefully we can meet you next time. Well, I think it's safe to say now that we have the schoolhouse.
We would post at the schoolhouse for sure. 100%.
This opens up the door and
huge possibilities.
future opportunities to be able to host even more events and meet you guys, whether it's on a smaller scale or a larger scale or whatever scale. So
You're saying you had a code brown, Jeremy? Yeah, I did. I had a
Deborah Owen.
I had a
Thank you
code
so much
Hershey
for the
Kiss. Listen, I was all and I was a walking zombie. I was a walking zombie, and we got back to the house last night, and George literally sat down on a chair and she was out.
I put my head. I was in like a love seat with the ottoman, and I got all comfy and I rested my head on the armrest and just passed out. As soon as my head hit that armrest, and then I passed out.
I tried to work on YouTube, and I went, "You ain't fighting it, dude. You ain't fighting. This is like the battle back at the end of the event. You're gonna lose."
Daniel Oatman,
I threw in the flag.
She said 1 mil to chill diaper fun.
There you go. That's what I needed. I literally needed that. Like, never trust.
Susan Story, thank you so much for the $2. It was great meeting you as well.
Amy, she's exhausted. We're exhausted. She's even more exhausted. So this whole new thing, with all the fans, like it's exhausting. It was so much fun, and she had so much fun and enjoyed it. But it's really exhausting. Your aunt's how old now? 29, right? Yeah, she's 29. She turned
golden
29.
Age.
Yeah,
29.
She turned 29. 29. So, she can't keep up with us as much as she used to, but 29, she's doing all right for 29, I say.
Oh, Brandon just sent something that might make you jelly.
What's that?
He said, I just found my original 1987 real Ghostbusters action figures at his parents' house. They're all still in the boxes.
Very cool. I'll buy them.
Message us, Brandon, if you're willing to give them up. And
Very
cool. Pictures. Send pictures.
Roberta said, what was the worst moment at half? I just shared it with you. I lost a battle at the very end, and I didn't have my diapers on.
Thank you so much. Let's see. Was the birthday singing on the live?
I don't remember.
I think so.
It's just.
I think it was.
It was so incredible, and it was like 7.5 to 8 hours, and it's such a blur right now because we're so tired and so exhausted. But it was amazing, and again, I think some of the most amazing stuff was literally like somebody would come up and be like, I would read their name tag. So everybody got a name tag.
Having the name tag helped a lot.
Everybody got a name tag in their swag bag. So everybody got a name tag, got a marker, got a t-shirt. Like everybody, if you could see people's t-shirts right now, the autographs that they have. And that's why we got them. Yeah. And so it was just amazing to see a name and then go, oh my goodness,
oh my gosh, I see your name all the time.
I know your personality. I know your sense of humor. I know who you are on the inside, and I'm finally seeing what you look like on the outside and put it together. And I'm like, no way. Like Jen Hale. I'm like, no stinking way. And I took a marker and I took her name tag and I fixed it and I put an S on it with a $sign. I was like, now you're Jen Hales.
There is a few people with the last name Hale.
Yes, there was. Yeah. And her husband saved us with the tractors. And I mean, it's just, these are people, these are just sweet, sweet, precious people.
Sing me a love song. Yes, Jeremy
literally had a blast. Yeah. I had a blast. I had a blowout.
Well, I could tell you, I can share with you the most awkward moments for me.
I'd like to hear that.
There were a couple awkward moments for me. One, Jeremy made me kiss him in front of the entire room.
No, I did not make you. The entire room was chanting, kiss him, kiss him,
the entire room made me kiss Jeremy in front of the entire room.
Like,
so that was a little awkward.
You have to understand, there was standing room only. Everybody's packed into this room. Everybody's packed on the porch on the outside, and they're all chanting, kiss him. Like, there's no way she was getting away from that.
And then the peer pressure, because my aunt had kissed him.
That's true. I got kissed by 2 Egyptians.
And I wasn't in the room when this happened because I was on beverage patrol. I had to go get him a drink because he was getting parched.
I didn't tell you this.
His throat was a bit itchy.
And I know you won't mind, but
John Lass, thank you so much.
There was another person that kissed me at half meal time to grill too.
Who?
I ain't telling. but she had warm, moist lips. She also had a walker, and she said, "Can I have a hug?" And then she came in and she got me. She got me, and I went, "Give it some more sugar. Give it some more sugar."
Was it the two that came from the UK?
No, but I would have loved. I was like, "Will you please call me at night and read me a bedtime story?" I was their accent.
So that may be a new series coming soon, because we are working on fixing up the library here at the schoolhouse.
So I do want to share who won the $2,000.
Well, hold on. I want to talk about my second awkward moment.
Okay, I didn't know you were done. Go
ahead. There was another awkward moment for me when we were signing autographs.
When you signed the nipple?
No, I think worse than nipple.
Because I did not get any.
Jeremy
good
signed
signings.
A bunch of armpits.
I didn't get any good nipple signings except one dude's like, "Will you sign my nipple?"
You signed a lot of armpits,
like,
which
why?
I thought was really awkward.
Why did it have to be that dude asking me to sign there? I was like, can I get a good request? But nope.
Stats, thank you so much for the $2. Yes,
I was signing armpits.
You were signing armpits.
I was also signing dad bods. So if they were wearing the shirt,
that was hilarious.
They were like, "Hey," I was like, "Where do you want me to sign?" They're like, "Anywhere you want." I'm like, "Right on your dad bod, stick it out, man." And like, and I was doing armpits and
that was funny. That wasn't awkward for me, the dad bod one, but the armpit was a little weird.
Well, I mean, that's why you like me. So that's why we tolerate each other.
Yeah, because we're like, you're weird.
Yeah.
And I like you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And Aunt Camellia George, she was signing her name on purpose because her sense of humor is so funny. A-N-T, Aunt. And people are just like, does she not know English? But she knows, she's cracking herself up signing A-N-T, and she's just dying laughing, knowing what she's doing. But she's not saying anything.
To see if anyone will notice.
And nobody's gonna say anything.
But I think a lot of people are forgiving her because they know has an accent.
Yeah, so they're like, "Oh, she has an accent. She must not know how to spell A-U-N-T." Of course she knows how to spell it. She's a joke's on you, people. She got you guys so much yesterday.
Angel, thank you so much.
She got you guys so much yesterday.
Yeah.
So funny.
Debbie Vaughn and JK were definitely missed yesterday.
Oh, big time. The number one question was, is George's first real name? And the second question was, where are the coin pushers? The third question was, when are you getting married? The fourth question was, who's Marilyn Raby sucks dry gravy? But down the line, like 111th, something like that, was where's Debbie Vaughn? And about 137th was where's JK?
Yeah.
So I mean, it was close. It was close up there, but yeah.
Those were.
They actually asked more about Debbie Vaughn and JK than anything else. The other questions, it was a joke. In case you don't get sarcasm. And I know some of you don't. That's okay. We have plenty of it. Eventually it'll grow on you. You'll understand.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Your aunt was hilarious. Conky was hilarious. Conky had his big jump, which you're going to have to wait and see that on somebody else's channel. If the guys were involved in something in the events, which they were, I stayed away from that so that they had that to share on their own channels, and they stayed away from things that I wanted to share on my own channel. And we just had an absolutely amazing time. Some of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. Nobody wanted it to end. There are still people in town hanging out, and they want everybody back. It was like one huge, giant family reunion, even though some of us never met before. Most of us never met before, but it was a huge family reunion coming together all the way from the UK. And I didn't video this, but I'm going to share this with you. The $2,000 watch. What I did is I blindfolded Conky. And so Conky was completely and totally blindfolded. And then I had a treasure chest there with all the gifts and all the giveaways. So I had him reach in. Now, I was going to give away the $2,000 watch at the end of kind of the whole night, but Conky grabbed it, and I was like, all right, well, this is where we're at. This is the best thing ever. They fly all the way from the UK, and they win the $2,000+ brand new watch. I mean, it was just incredible. I was just poetic. The expenses they had to fly from the UK. This was something on her mom's bucket list to meet what the Hales and first time ever out of the country. and they go home with the watch. It was just poetic.
Thank you,
So
Jaden.
poetic.
Yeah. And I think she said her mom was 98.
Yes, 98.
98.
98.
And this was her first time flying into the United States.
Isn't that wild?
And
it was poetic. It was just a poetic piece of, came all the way from the UK. Here's a $2,000+ brand new watch. You can do whatever you want with it. And she's told me, she says, I'm going to frame
Jim,
it
for the $20.
She's going to frame it and keep it as a memento. And it was just incredible.
Kathy says there's no coincidence. It's just God happening.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. That's true. Baseball team. And we had the whole baseball team there. We had the baseball team.
Mike, thank you so much for the 50.
1 mil. We're doing baseball tryouts. If we get to 1 mil in a couple of months, we'll do baseball tryouts. Everybody gets a jersey.
Yeah, I was playing with a couple ideas.
We've been working on the jersey shirts, but we couldn't have them done in time for $500,000. And we already had our other order in.
And Jeremy shared 2 of my ideas. Have people been voting which one they like better?
They have been.
I haven't been reading the comments.
They have been saying some things. Yeah, and they absolutely love the ideas. And by that time, we'll have the baseball diamond all up and running too. So, it's just so many people from so many places, so much fun, such incredible senses of humor.
Yes.
And it was like a giant family reunion where everybody actually gets along, which is not normal, but nobody wanted it to end. Still to right now, nobody wanted it to end. Yeah.
Is there anything that you would have changed or did differently?
Yeah, my underwear after I had a blowout. So that would have probably should have changed that. I'm still wearing the same pair right now, but
Deborah P, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker.
And I think if I were to change anything, George and I never in a million years thought that we were going to own this building, and we had no idea, no concept.
Oh, we didn't see this coming.
Not even after we wanted to help the church. We still never in a million years thought we would own the building and the property. So if I would have changed anything, I think it would have been more historic for everybody if we were right here in Otter Creek.
Yes.
And here at this location. So I would have loved to have been able to say, hey, this is what the Hale's facility. Everybody come on in. We're at the location. And I would love to do that in the future. Yeah. But the event venue where we were, the Vineyard North, it was perfect. It was perfect. It was gorgeous, beautiful
piece of property. And everyone kept saying how beautiful the property was.
It is. It absolutely is. And the staff, Ryan Bell and his catering team and his vineyard team and his barbecues team, they were incredible. They were incredible. They made the day a huge success. And so, I would have loved to have the event on an actual piece of What the Hale's property, because I think that means more to the What the Hale's family, but the venue was incredible as it was. So I would change that if we could have it at our own venue, but with their team.
Grandma Diane.
With their
team. Thank you so much for the $5.
And I think the other thing that I would have changed is, I would not have signed that dude's nipple, but I already did.
Too late.
I just wish a better nipple came up to me. I'm just saying, if a better nipple came up to me.
It makes it less awkward that he asked versus you coming up with the idea of signing the nipple.
Well, I'm just saying, I probably, I just wish there would have been a better opportunity, but there wasn't. That was the only one that presented itself. So I just had to go with it. I was like, it's for the fans. It's for the fans. And then that night I was like, I need a shower.
You lost a little sleep there. Lost a little sleep.
Nah, it was a ton of fun. No, I wish that we could help Otter Creek grow and have the event in Otter Creek and actually help the community grow and bring in revenue for the town, and the town can better itself with parks and recreation. The town can better itself with quality of water. The town can better itself with sidewalks, with, whatever it is that town needs, lighting, and so revenue into a town or a city, that helps the growth and the quality of life for the people. And so I would love to be able to help the town grow, which we can transition into the actual Otter Creek momentum.
Yes.
If you're okay with that.
Yeah. So Patience and Christian attended their very first town hall meeting when they were here back in 2 months ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I warned them. I said, look, when you go to this town hall meeting, one or two things is going to happen. Either one, you're going to be bored, or 2, you're going to be a part of the most chaotic,
dysfunctional thing
chaotic
you will ever
meeting,
see in your life.
and it's going to be crazy. And they got the more fun part, the crazy, chaotic,
dysfunction, huge dysfunction.
And so they were so vested. Christian was like, "Oh my God, now I need to know, did this get fixed? What happened with this? Now I need to come to the next town hall meeting." And so they attended with Jeremy. Usually Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my shipping and packaging days. So I told him I haven't gone to any just because I don't want to be behind on my shipping and packaging. So if you buy anything from auction, I want to make sure you guys get it within that week. And so he took Patience and Christian with them, and they've been looking forward to this.
Oh, huge.
They definitely were not bored. That's for sure.
Yeah. Lots of super chats coming through.
Yes.
So George is going to recognize those.
Otter, they mines. Thank you so much for the $2 super sticker.
So Christian and Patience absolutely loved it, and they're so invested now. They just most people say it can't be a real place, and this can't be real dysfunctional people, and
Jamie,
it is
funny. Thank you.
There
so much,
are
Jamie.
so many people that were at Half Mill Time to Grill now that know this place really exists. Otter Creek exists. These people exist.
The actual
dysfunction
creek,
exists.
The actual creek exists.
The creek exists.
Look what Marilyn just sent and wrote.
She's famous.
She's saying she got recognized at the airport,
famous.
And someone screamed, "Hey, there's Marilyn!"
You know what? She stole my trailer. I'm gonna steal her identity.
Well, you can't miss her. I mean, she walks around with the pitchfork.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard to miss her. Really hard to miss her. So they were looking forward big time.
Michelle, thank you so much for the $10
to the town hall meeting.
Yes. And got more than what they expected.
Oh, they got way more than they expected. So we walked in, and there was one sheriff already. Now, if you remember the month before, I called out the current mayor, Russell Meeks. That's his name. I called him out.
Oh, I have a new name for him. Can I share it?
Oh, you can share whatever you want.
What's the mayor's name?
Russell Meeks.
So my new nickname for him is Russ the Sus Mayor.
There you go. So Russ the Sus. All right. So the mayor is Russ the Sus because he is so sus. All right. So Russ the Sus,
if
Mayor
you ever
Russ
meet him
the
in
Sus.
person, you'll get a creepy vibe.
Oh, you get a huge creepy
vibe, and you'll know if you ever meet him in person.
So Russ the Sus already has. Remember last month's town hall meeting, I called him out on not sharing the financials between him and Mary. Mary is the town hall clerk. Mary is to prepare those financials, and those financials are to be in the council's hands by constitution and bylaws, which is legal grounds, and those are to be in the hands of the people. An actual P&L.
And yes.
Which you go, what's a P&L? It's profit versus loss. P&L is an accounting. It's a budget, your expenses, your income, and your expenses, which none of this is shared with the people, which makes you go, where's the money going? Where's all the money going? Because it's not transparent, which is illegal.
Yes.
Okay, so I call him out on it. Now, it's not public opinion time, but I'm part of the public that wants to know where my money is going. And the rest of the public in Otter Creek should be asking, where's my money going?
And he loves to avoid the
So
question.
Russ the Sus will not answer any questions, nor will Russ the Sus or Mary, quite contrary, give you any information, no matter how much you ask for it, which is against the law. Do we understand this? These two are incriminating themselves. And all it takes is one citizen to have enough, and they're done. They are done. It takes one citizen to dig enough and go after it enough that they're done forever. Okay. So this is a town that has a budget of $55,000 a year. Might be a little more now, might be a little less, probably a little more based on what they're charging me, but $55,000 a year. Their main budget for the year is less. Well, let's just say it's not that much, and it wouldn't take an individual such as myself that much time to completely and totally bankrupt a town doing illegal activities and bankrupt the individuals that are participating in it. So
thank you, Sandfire. It says happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much, Sandfire. So as we enter into town hall,
thank you, Frank Chapman, for the 5.
As I'm sure you're already ready. By the way, previous mayors as well. That's not only current mayor, that's
Allen,
previous mayors that have been involved in the corruption and individuals involved in the corruption. They're all susceptible to liability. and the illegal activity, and you can go on and stack it and stack it and stack it and stack it. You upset.
Thank you, Love by Lucy.
When you try and control people based on their lack of income, and we are in one of the poorest areas in Florida, there's no doubt about that. The average income in this area is like $13,000 to $14,000. You do the math. They're living off of government. Okay, that's not okay in my book. It's okay if you need it. It's not okay if you're conditioned to go,
Barb.
this is where I get it from, instead of I want to grow, I want to grow, I want to get better, I want to grow, I want to get better. And so you can be oppressed by that government or local town officials.
BC Eagle Deb,
instead of learning how to stand up for yourself and fight the corruption and bettering your town.
Evelyn Holmes, thank you for the $3.
So the goal is 100%.
Thank you, Chris Herner.
To make sure that no corruption goes on from this point on, and to better the town and the people, and to stand up for every individual who isn't able to stand up and fight the corruption themselves. And so I don't mind. You listen, I don't look for conflict. The conflict came to me, and you guys saw that in the very first aspects of me going to Mary and her stealing from me, coming out of numbers out of nowhere. It's theft. It's theft. She was involved in theft. It's stealing. It's what it is. You don't have it in the Constitution and bylaws. You don't have it in writing. It's not adopted. It's theft. She's guilty of stealing, and any potential consequences that come with that. And so are all the individuals that were a part of that. And so if you come to me and start stealing from me, and this is the funny part, because I've told Mary and I've told the town, you know, if you came to me and you said, hey, we want to build a new park and recreation for the kids of our town, I'd be like, hey, I'm all in. I will help you fund it. I will help build it. But when you come to me and you start stealing from me, how foolish. How foolish can you be to steal from the hand that feeds you? And so my taxes are part of this town. My payments for water are part of this town. Any potential economic growth and income that I can bring into the town, such as half meal time to grill.
Thank you, Paulina.
Helps the town grow. I mean, the people of Otter Creek should have been out there with tables selling lemonade to all the visitors coming by. They could have been out there selling little middle finger statues. Brian should have been out in his front lawn selling cactuses and signing them and going, $50, and I'll give you a custom made one. Here it is. I mean, there was thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands of dollars to be made off of people coming into Otter Creek, and nobody did it. Nobody did it. But I want to help the town grow. And so when you're oppressed by your town politics, or if you're being stolen from by your town politics, or you're playing the good old system of, well, that's okay for you, but that's not okay for you. Illegal. And you upset the wrong person who has the means to expose. We haven't gotten feedback. You upset the wrong person that actually has the resources and the time and the people and the manpower to expose everything that has been going on and continues to go on.
Thank you, Chris Kaiser.
You better run and hide, because it ain't gonna stop. And so that's what's going on in regards to Otter Creek. What you saw is the beginning of the phases, and that is phase 1. That's the beginning. That's just the beginning. And it is going to grow and grow and grow until everything changes.
So a lot of people noticed how quickly the mayor shut down the meeting before the rest of the town members had their 3 minutes to speak. And so you could hear when Russell stood up and he's like, Russ the Sus stood up and he's like, your 3 minutes is over. Everyone behind you was like,
give it my 3 minutes. I give it my 3 minutes. These people make it so easy. They do all of these illegal acts on camera. Like, there is, and then you got the 2 hens clucking in the back. You twist everything. Really? How can you twist it when it's happening right there on camera? These people literally incriminate themselves on camera. I can't believe it. And for them to even think that they're going to be able to walk away from this, whether it's Russ the Sus, whether it's Mary Quite Contrary, whether it's former, I might not say that name. There ain't no way in Hales you're walking away from any of it. Any of it. It's not going away for you. It's not. You open the can of worms. You already know I eat worms. You should have been a little bit more diligent and not foolish. You should have been more welcoming, and you should have been more wise, and you should have just been nice. How hard is it to be a decent individual and do the right thing to all people? You shouldn't discriminate. You shouldn't do foolish things. Treat people the way you want to be treated.
Thank you, Deborah.
And if you're going to treat me that way, I'm just going to expect that you want to be treated the way you're treating me, because that's the golden rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated, right?
Sure.
Okay. Well, if you're going to treat me that way, I'm going to treat you back, because I'm going to expect that's what you want.
Are you going to be the next Florida man?
I'm pretty sure we are a Florida man already.
Florida man.
Florida
You're gonna make
man.
The headliner.
Florida
man puts
does whatever
in his place.
A Georgia man. So next, now many people have already commented. Yes, I did get another bill in the mail, which is quite
oh my goodness
humorous.
We did not see this one coming.
Disconnect notice on it for my water as well.
Of course.
Which, by the way, I don't need the town water over at the ranch. I have 2 wells, working wells on the property. I put the water on the ranch to help the town. I could shut the water off right now and I can go to my well water.
Thank you, Gina.
It was to help the town. I don't need their water. By the way, whether it's a 5/8 inch line, whether it's a 1 inch line, whether it's a 2 inch line, whether it's a 3 inch line, you don't get more water. You know what comes out?
What you're saying is size does not matter when it comes to water
Well,
meters?
apparently in Otter Creek at Town Hall, size does matter. But
Meg just sent you $2 fishing fund for the worms.
This is the one time in life size doesn't matter. You get a gallon out of the same size regardless. It does not matter what size your line is. The only thing that matters is how much water comes out. It doesn't matter the size of your line. I mean, normally, but in this situation, only in this situation, it doesn't matter the size of your line. So 1 gallon is 1 gallon, regardless if it comes out of 1 inch or 2 inch or 3 inch or 4 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch, 7 inch. It's 1 gallon.
Christine Roman Noodle said they just don't get it.
Oh my goodness. And they can't.
I mean, they were all looking at you like.
It's like, I just can't fathom it. It's either the greatest act in the world of stupidity, like they're acting so stupid, or they literally have no intellect whatsoever. And I can't believe anybody could be in that position and not grasp and understand.
Thank you, Dottie, for the $5.
1 gallon comes out of any size line still is 1 gallon. It doesn't magically appear into 5 gallons if it comes through a 2 inch line.
Yeah.
Residential is residential. Commercial is commercial. If I was not clearly communicated with and legally communicated with in writing that my fees are going to be this, which they had nothing, it's illegal. It's 100% illegal. And who do you think is going to pay the consequences for that? Mary Quite Contrary, Russ the Sus. Again, I should not say any names, right? Okay. So, I mean, foolish people. Why in the world would you start a war that you could never win? And by the way, there have been others that have started wars with me. As a matter of fact, I got a message from Brian. I don't want a war. I want peace. All men and women want peace. When you start a war, you can't win. If you wanted peace, why did you go on my property and carve up my property? If you want peace, why would you do such things and steal from me? I mean, my goodness, what goes through people's minds? Like, did these people not get disciplined as childs or what? I don't know. Does somebody not love them enough? Were they not educated? And I just don't know. I don't know.
Bond says you'd be surprised how many small towns are just like ours.
Oh, I believe it. And
did we share with the viewers what the population was yet?
Go ahead.
The last I checked, the population was about 100.
Well, I think people may be on the run after next month.
When I shared that with my aunt, she's like, 100 what? I'm like, it's not 100,000, it's just 100. Because she's used to living in California where it's like in the millions. And so I thought that was funny.
And I appreciate all the comments
Thank you, Janet,
that people have sent in regards to Jeremy, you need to do this. Jeremy, you need to do this. Let me take this moment to share with you. I'm doing everything that I need to do. I will show my cards and my hand at the appropriate time. You'll see it at the appropriate time. Please know there is nothing that I don't know that I don't need to do. It's all under control. It's 100% under control. As a matter of fact, the town of Otter Creek, I guarantee you, they're watching right now. Russ the Sus is going to get a link or somebody's going to tell him about it, but he still uses a flip phone, so he's probably not watching. Now,
that's super sus right there.
Completely. Mary Contrary is probably watching right now. We know Mott is going to get it. He's going to get it from our neighbor Tina, and they're going to gossip and say, well, this. Oh, wait, they want peace, right? Yeah, you want peace. You start a war you can't win. And by the way, I'm going after all of my money back for my 70 acres as well. I'm going after the family. I'm done. They get no more chances. They've had plenty of chances.
Suckle, thank you for the
plenty of chances.
Hello,
I'm going after the family. I'm getting my money back. They've destroyed any more opportunities, and I'm going after the town for the corruption. I'm going after the family for all the stupid things they've done to me and the illegal things, and I'm going after the town for all the stupid things and the illegal things they're doing. And then hopefully we can actually build this town into people that are loving and caring and take care of each other and don't start wars and then go, oh, I want peace now.
Are we going to do a petition to change the name of the town?
Oh my goodness. There's this ridiculous woman on Facebook saying that there are thousands of people that say we're going to change the name of the town.
It's a joke.
Get a sense of humor. And now she's sharing our links on Facebook. Thank you. Thank you. These people, the haters, I've shared this already in a video.
That woman's going to get us to 1 million.
The haters only help us. The haters, if you hate what the Hales, the best thing you could do is never talk about us, never share us, never do anything. The more you talk about us, the more you share about us, the fatter our pockets get.
Thank you so much for the $2. She said, sick 'em, Jeremy.
The haters just help us grow and grow. And by the way, the more we grow, the more good we can do. We're doing great things. And we're going to continue to do great things. We want to do great things for Otter Creek. We want to give to Otter Creek. We want to give to the appropriate people in leadership that aren't stealing from people in Otter Creek. We want to help the people of Otter Creek. We're helping the Ark. We're helping Camp Patmos. We're helping the Egyptian kids. I mean, how can people not grasp that?
Oh, geez. Colleen says, when's the next town hall meeting? We all fly in and attend.
And yeah, you can. This is the reality. You can. So many people have already messaged us. We're coming to the next town hall meeting. We're coming to the next town hall meeting. It is the second.
You can definitely watch it live.
It is always the second Tuesday of the month. And so in April, it will be April 11th. Now, there are 4 open seats, and that election happens on April 4th. So, Lord willing, the people of Otter Creek will see the corruption, and they will take a stand against the corruption, and they will put the right people in the right seats, and we can actually grow together. Mm-hmm. And so April 4th is the actual election day. And then April 11th is, Lord willing, the transition of leadership day. And then shortly after that, phase 2 of what's coming for the town of Otter Creek. And those people who have done what they've done is happening.
I'm betting that if we do get a petition signed to where we can change the town name from Otter, the animal, to Otter, the population would increase.
It probably would. By the way,
population definitely would increase.
I hope the town hall actually has their lawyer watching as well, because number 1, draining all the funds.
Adventure
number 2,
Mike, thank you so much.
Number 2, just making it better for me, and I appreciate that.
Adventure Mike just sent $50 for your birthday cake.
Yeah.
Cake. What's your favorite cake flavor?
Egyptian
cake.
Yeah.
Way to make it awkward.
Oh, okay. Pie. Egyptian pie. Egyptian pie.
Oh, geez. Marilyn Raby sent $5.
Uh-oh. Would she send $5 for?
You want war? Wait until you come back up north. Hale's headquarters has officially been renamed to Rabyville. Thank you for the $5.
Yeah, Marilyn has the best sense of humor ever. I love it. Yes. I love it.
Well, not only that, somehow people got her email address
and started sending hate.
Oh my goodness. Didn't realize the humor in it, and that it's truly not her.
I do want to share one thing. Okay, there are over 8,164 watching right now. There'll probably be 100,000 who actually watch this. Listen, I'll be your best friend, and there's kind of 3 things that will kind of go rub me wrong. I'll be your best friend, and I will trust you implicitly. And George always tells me you have to stop trusting people. You have to stop trusting people. I will be your best friend
Debbie
to help you
Vaughn,
any way I
thank you
can.
so much for the $2.
And I will trust you implicitly until you disrespect George. I don't care if you disrespect me. You disrespect George, I will act immediately. You threaten my employees or my kids. So Christian has seen me very, very upset.
That
Somebody almost hit him in a car. It does.
They're
It
your
does.
adopted children.
It includes Christian and Patience. If you threaten in any way, try and harm, my employees or my kids, or if you steal from me. And if you steal from me, how would you be so foolish? You can't win the war.
Thank you, Karen, for the $10.
But I want to share one thing. I want to share one thing to emphasize this point, because this literally could be Otter Creek. This could be Otter Creek, but Otter Creek.
Or would you change it to Hale Creek?
This could be some of the things that's happening for Otter Creek, but Otter Creek doesn't understand this at this point. We love to give and we love to raise money.
Thank you, Kathy, for the $5.
I'm going to give you a sneak peek at tomorrow's video right here.
Spoiler alert. Look at her beautiful hair.
All right, there's your teaser. How can leadership not understand what could happen for their town and the people of their town who are living in poverty and depression when such amazing people are willing to do such amazing things? But instead they want to start wars, they want to steal, they want to trespass, they want to dump. I mean, I just don't get it. They want to gossip. They want to backbite. They want to cause problems instead of doing good. So, yeah, you can come to town hall meeting. You literally can come. They cannot legally keep you out of the town hall meeting. It is a public place and it is a public meeting and anybody can attend. So it's what I say, April 11th.
Yeah.
So
if you can't attend and want to watch it live, do you want to share?
So there is a Town of Otter Creek Facebook politics page, and we don't have any control over it, what's done with it, but there is a page on Facebook. It's Otter Creek politics page.
You can request to join it.
And I know some of you probably want to watch all the full meetings, but same thing as I said, as you guys were in town for the $500,000 time to grow. Be respectful. Don't retaliate. Let me handle everything the right legal way. I will take care of it. Now you guys can spectate and watch and you can see the foolishness. It is real 100%. There are people who go, this can't be real. Jeremy hired these people as actors. I can't make this stuff up, guys. I cannot make this stuff up.
Niche Lady says, I wonder how many deputies they'll bring the next
time.
I
have no doubt they're going to attempt to bring deputies.
None will show.
They either won't show or they're going to be there because I'm bringing them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, they all could have felt like their time was wasted.
Oh, there's no doubt. Well, they probably enjoyed the show that they got.
Did they get coffee and donuts?
I didn't see any. Did you?
So.
I think Town of Otter Creek should have at least got them coffee and donuts.
Thank you, Adam. Looking forward to opening it.
Yeah, no doubt. Little crazy, but Lord willing, everything gets corrected. You poked a sleeping bear. And I tolerated it enough. We're 3 years here now. I tolerated enough from these people.
Or a sleeping worm.
Can of worms that was sleeping. Now it's open. And once it opens and everything is looked at and investigated, everything that's missing, that should be there, everything, every page turned, every dotted I that isn't dotted, every T that isn't crossed, everything somebody is going to be held liable for. Hey, keep talking. You guys can keep gossiping. We love it.
We love it when it comes back around to us.
And this is the funny part. These people are so dysfunctional. They all rat each other out to us. They'll be like, hey, come here. I got to tell you what they said about this person. And then, hey, come here. The other person has just told us about that. I got to tell you what they rat each other out. You can't make this stuff up. Like, that's how dysfunctional these people are.
Thank you, Chris. Sent a $5. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much, Chris. Should I say any more, or am I going to get too riled up?
Yeah, don't you want to be able to sleep, because if you get riled up, you're not going to be able to sleep.
I got to get some sleep tonight,
Yes,
because
you
I got to
guys.
go to town hall tomorrow. Do you think they're going to shut town hall down again for me, or do you think there's going to be the
until
sheriff
you
at
show
town
up.
hall? Should I announce what time I'm going to town hall? You think Russ the Sus will be there all day? Because
don't
I'm
know.
hoping. I'm literally hoping.
Philip White fam
You
sent
think,
$2, says Jeremy is a superhero of Otter Creek.
I doubt that, but a super zero for
Thank
sure.
you, Philip.
But somebody has to take a stand against this corruption for everybody in this town, for this town to grow, and for this town to not be repressed, and for this silliness and this illegal activity to stop immediately.
Jim
And
says,
somebody is going to be held, and somebody's.
Jim says, do the residents of Otter Creek have, they probably have 12 fingers and 12 toes.
No, listen, I've said this before. The people of Otter Creek, 95% of them are the sweetest
really
people.
are,
The
yeah.
sweetest people you would ever want to meet. They're beautiful, sweet, tender people.
Debbie Farmer, stay tuned for that.
It's the 5% causing problems. And the 95% don't know what to do about those problems. And now you got me to a point where I'm like, all right, let's go.
Rosemary says they're probably dysfunctional because of the lead in the water. They're drinking the water.
We don't drink the water in Otter Creek. Don't drink the water. Rule number 1 when you come to Otter Creek. Do not drink the water.
Yeah.
But love the people. And those who are unlovable.
And thank you so much.
They put themselves in that position. They put themselves in that position. And then they want to cry. Then they want to cry victim. I'm a victim because of your show. I'm a victim because of your camera. No, you're held accountable for the illegal things that you are doing. It's called accountability. And it's about time it catches up with you.
Thank you, Psychic, for the 5 tons of birthday wishes coming in for you.
Thank you so much.
For those of you who don't know, Jeremy's birthday is not until the 30th. Do you want to share how old you will be with everyone watching right now?
Same age as Aunt Camelia, George, 29.
The golden age of 29.
29. 46.
Okay.
46. I know I may not look it yet, but
Super Freak sent $2, says Otter
46.
Water.
All right, I gotta stop talking about Otter Creek because it does boil my
Leslie,
my
thank
blood.
you for the $20
because they're stealing.
Yeah.
And then after they do all these foolish things, then they want peace. Yeah.
We definitely know that a camera is mightier than a weapon.
A camera is more powerful than a gun any day.
Absolutely. And I knew that when we first moved here, because there was one of the residents here. We haven't seen him in a while, but he got all up in Jeremy's face, was doing this. And I whipped out my phone and I started recording him. He took off like a dog with the tail in between his legs. I was like, wow. I felt like I was holding a gun in my hand and he took off running.
He never touched me.
No.
You saw Russ the Sus. You saw Russ the Sus putting his finger.
Yeah.
I wish.
Oh, he was closer. This guy was closer with Jeremy.
I wish he would have been brave enough to even try, because at that point the sheriff would have watched me go off on him, and the sheriff would have been like, he has every legal right to.
Oh my goodness.
But these guys are all bark, and they're about to get bit.
Don Farrell says, Jeremy, put on the Maryland disguise and go to the town hall meeting.
You think they'll know it's me? Should I take the pitchfork?
Oh my gosh, that would be funny. That would be funny. Do you want to wrap it up, or do you want to keep going? Now, for those of you who brought gifts with you to Half a Meal Time to Grill, some gifts I know that I've opened right in front of you. Other gifts
we still have
were given to Patience and Christian or my aunt to set aside for us, because I could only hold so much.
We do have mail.
We do have mail? Okay. We will open those. I don't know if we're going to open them on camera or off camera, but we want to say thank you so much. We appreciate all the love and support and the gesture of bringing kind gifts. We love you guys so much. And we love hearing from you. We love being able to meet you. We love being able to read your comments.
Look at this.
What?
Lynn Rohr from Washington. Dude, Jeremy and George,
What?
I'm sending this for the Levy County ARC. I hope this will help them a little bit. And also,
Mary Franklin, thank you.
It's a start from all your fans. I love what you do for others. God sent you to both me at a time I needed his light the most. God bless you, and thanks, Lynette. See, Lynette gets it. Lynette, will you please move to Otter Creek? Let's grow this place to just the beauty that it needs to be, and it once was.
The ladies from the Lark did show up.
They did show up,
yeah,
and
Sharon
we loved it.
and Lisa.
Speaking of birthdays, sure hope you like your birthday present. Wait, hold a second. Yoink! I picked it out myself.
Marie, thank you for the $5.
Oh my goodness.
We may have been and just didn't realize that we went over that bridge. Adventure Mike, thank you so
Remember,
much for
age
the
is just a number.
$20.
You're only 29 once. Enjoy. Anne, I love all your videos. George, hi George, love you both. This is from Ann Dunlap in Massachusetts. Can you say Massachusetts?
No.
And this is a note that was passed to us at Half Meal Time to Grow. By the way, there were so many touching stories.
Yes.
Whether it
Diane,
be,
I love that.
I was, there are literally people that watch What the Hales that were suicidal, and they tell us, I was going to take my life.
Or they were in a dark place.
I found humor in your videos. You saved me. And that's a special thing for us. Or as I was in the hospital, I wanted to let it all go. Or it was during COVID, and I found humor and laughter again. And so that means so much to us. This was given to us at the actual event. Dear What the Hales family,
patients to give to us.
Thank you very much for making
Karen,
an impact in my life. In the last year and a half since I lost my son, your videos led me to other videos, and I felt the goodness of your heart through your videos. You touched my heart when I needed it the most. God bless you all, Kelly. Aww. Thank you, Kelly. We truly appreciate it. It's been an incredible week with incredible people that I never in my life would have ever thought that I would get to meet in person. And it's probably one of the most memorable days in my life was yesterday at Half Meal Time to Grow. Just mind-boggling. And I'm hoping this next town hall meeting will be the second most memorable day in my life in Otter Creek.
Adventure Mike says he's adopting the town.
Yes. You want to add anything, George?
Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully, if you were with us yesterday, you had a blast and are down to do it again. Thank you, everyone that sent fan mail. Thank you to everyone who sent gifts and brought gifts with you yesterday. Thank you to everyone who sent super chats, super sticker donations, became a member this evening. The list goes on.
Huge reveals and huge news. Tomorrow's video, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss it.
Do not miss it.
You're going to get to see some big things from Half Meal Time to Grill. Oh, can I get one of those?